Well, it's a big crowd here, a sellout crowd, and they've had to pack the Manchester City fans into either end. So, in both halves of this game, the visiting team will be attacking towards their own supporters.
Must admit, Rob, I've got a little feeling for City tonight. You know, Berry with his tremendous record, home record, defensive, superb. I just feel if Kinkladze weaves his magic, City could continue the run.
Tonight's match referee is the Preston-based official, Phil Richards, who's got a busy weekend ahead. He's running in the Great North Run on Sunday. He's been sponsored for a cancer charity after the loss of his wife Helen to the disease. Well, this proud, unbeaten home run that Bury are protecting faces a stern test tonight. In 28 league games, they're unbeaten here at Gig Lane, but Manchester City, by virtue of that victory at the early pace setters, Nottingham Forest are hungry for another victory and get the game underway. And here's the man who could do a lot of damage to Bury tonight, Kinkladze, if he is at all on his game. And he's seen plenty of the ball early on, giving and going with Summerby, but that's overhit for Nicky Summerby, who's already facing some early jostling with Andy Gray.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There was a few elbows flying about there. The ref just going over having a little word, and that was unnecessary. Andy Gray was very angry, and there was definitely, well, there's a bit of contact there, and let's hope that's not what we're going to see a lot of tonight.
Johnson trying to get into the game and let Kit Symons know he's there. This is Nicky Dawes. Losing out to his opposite number 4, Gerard Viekens. And pressure here already for Morley, and he did well to retrieve that. Battersby was lurking.
There's no doubt about it. Bury are going to get at City, aren't they? They're going to pressure, close them down, hunt and packs, and when they get a chance, they'll whip it in that box. Again, as the rain pours down here.
Well, it's an unwelcome enough environment for visiting teams without the rain coming down, as it is in droves again here, but as Andy Gray wipes the grease off the ball, he'll look to get maximum distance on this throw-in. And he really does propel it in there. Kinkladze. He can expect the full treatment from the home fans. But he slipped a beautiful ball through and Gray's missed it. It's Nicky Summerby! And Gray showed great strength to get back at Summerby, but he's injured himself in the process.
That was a glorious chance for Nicky Summerby. He'll be very disappointed with himself. He'd made a great run. Kinkladze had loads of time. Mistake here by Andy Gray, there's no doubt about it. But watch how he recovers. Summerby, I thought, should have got across him. But Gray, superb defending. And unfortunately gets clattered by his own keeper, Keeley.
Well, this is a very worrying sight indeed for Bury, because Andy Gray, since he came in on a free transfer from Falkirk in the summer, has really been one of the revelations, playing in the sweeping role, or certainly starting there. Stan Ternent, his manager, said it would depend how the match was going and how Manchester City lined up as to whether he would stay in that role. But his prime concern at the moment is whether he'll have Gray for the rest of the game. It doesn't look too clear for him at the moment.
Yeah, it was a last-gasp effort, wasn't it? Kiley was flying out. Somebody just hesitated. And let's hope Gray's okay for Bury. This rain coming down on, it's so difficult to surface, the ball will skid.
Ripped in corner, headed clear, Summerby driving it again and then missing with his second kick. Jason Van Blurk, and this is Kit Symons. In slides Brannan and gets the throw in off Ian Hughes. Jed Brannan. He got 2 goals in that win at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, what a win that was for City. But they must follow up with something tonight.
Here's Van Blurk. Symons. Clearance by Butler. Kinkladze looking towards Bradbury. Ketty this time flung himself in the way.
I think what's interesting here, Rob, is Stan Ternent has decided not to man-to-man mark Georgie Kinkladze. And we'll see if that's successful. I think maybe it's suicidal if he's in the mood.
Crossed by Van Blurk as well beyond Bradbury. Armstrong had enough confidence to let that one go.
Interesting game tonight. You know, this great defensive ring. I just wonder if Lee Bradbury's saying, right, this is a night I'm going to break my duck. He works tremendously hard. That's why he's in and Rosler's out. He puts himself about this fella, but boy, does he need a goal.
It's his 6th league start for Manchester City, and he scored on his 6th league start for Portsmouth. That was his first league goal for them, his first club, against Crystal Palace. Important that he breaks his duck soon, though, from a point of view of confidence.
Yeah, I think if Summerby's a good game tonight and Kinkladze has enough of the ball, Bradbury will certainly get chances tonight.
Edgehill with a throw. Good to see him back after that lengthy layoff with serious injury. Kinkladze. And the experienced Gordon Armstrong. Long spell with Sunderland. Got into the top division with them and was actually on their staff when they were relegated by Manchester City.
Many people feel Barry a little bit too direct. You know, they love to get it forward quickly, but you know, surely they can't get promoted again. You know, they're the first team ever to do it. And I think Stan Turner, realistically, if they can stay in Division 1, it's a great achievement.
Clearance by David Morley. Just 19 years of age, Morley. He'll be 20 later this month. Massive night for him. Preferred to the experienced Paul Beasley, who is in reserve. Johnson taking a tumble. And Johnson and Summerby there again.
Yeah, Nicky Summerby again in the wars there. Johnson was certainly pressurised. I mean, let's have a look. Was there an arm up here? Summerby, look at this. He can't get away with that. And Nicky Summerby, yeah, it's a derby, we all know that, but look at that. If he'd have caught Johnson in the face, I'm sorry, look where the ref is, he's off.
Johnson. Edgehill this time went into the back of him. Johnson getting a bit of a battering early on.
Yeah, he was quick to close Summerby down, but he didn't expect the left hook to come out. The left jab, I should say.
Petty has gone forward for the free kick. Gray the taker. Overall on the attack. Johnson went for it, cleared by Edgehill. John Rose putting the pressure on Brannan.
I'm afraid that was a little bit late there from John Rose. There's no doubt about it. He's caught Brannan just a little bit late going for the ball there. There was no elbow. It was a straight clash of heads. The ball goes high in the air, and watch this. Up go the heads, bang. And Brannan comes off the worst. Gets to the ball first, Jed Brannan, but poof, clatters into him.
And with head injuries, it's right and proper that the physios are straight on, and the physios have been very busy men in the opening 7 minutes. But Andy Gray, who was treated on the Bury side, certainly seems to have shrugged off his injury.
Yeah, he looks all right. It's going to be an interesting contest. With Summerby trying to sprint forward at the as quick as possible to try and join Bradbury. And Andy Gray, I think he's in for a tough night.
Unfortunately, all seems well again with Jed Brannan.
The rain absolutely lashing down here. Yeah, wouldn't have seen it.
Slight correction is that it's blowing into City's faces. But just how much of a disadvantage that is remains to be seen. Ball up. Morley. For Summerby.
Yeah, a little bit difficult on your debut, you know, it's local derby, and suddenly he'll be feeling nervous. Don't worry about that, the nerves will be jangling. He's a big lad, and I wonder if that's why Frank Clark thought, right, you play alongside Kit Simons to cut out Berry's aerial threat.
Well, of the teams that were promoted from the second division last season, Bury certainly seem to have settled quicker than Stockport and Crewe. They know how to look after themselves. If they win tonight, they could go into the top 5 of the very early league table.
Here's me saying earlier, surely they can't get promoted again, but who knows? Stan Ternent has worked miracles for this club.
It would be an historic achievement if they were to go from the bottom to the top in successive seasons. Swansea and Wimbledon both did it before. Another strong challenge which the referee's concerned about. This one has been committed by Peter Swan.
I tell you what, Phil Richards, he's letting this game go here, because I thought for sure a yellow card's coming here. I think it's a follow-through, but maybe the referee's deciding with all this rain that he slipped rather than meant to follow through. Personally, I thought Swan, he was a little bit lucky now.
Here's Jason Van Blurk. There's a little shove on Leccetti by Lee Bradbury.
Yeah, he's a strong lad, Bradbury. Good upper body strength, puts himself about, but again, Phil Richards, the ref, right on the spot.
Bury's excellent run has been founded on very good defence, very solid defence. 8 clean sheets in their last 11 games. Speaks for itself. Johnson getting the flick with Peter Swan.
I just thought Swan there didn't realise the time he had, Rob. It was a nice ball from Johnson, drilled it in, and had Swan realised he was in open space, he could have taken a touch and perhaps spun on it. Look at that, no one near him.
Foul by Deakins on Nicky Dawes. Here's Andy Gray with a free kick. Looking for the strength again of Swan, cleared by Edgehill. John Rose. Here's Leccetti. Simon's coming across but hasn't really dealt with it. Van Blurk trying to stick to his guns there against Johnson. Here's Dawes. He's looking to pick out Armstrong. Dangerous header back. Swan looking to nip in.
Well, no doubt about it, Swan is a threat, isn't he, with his aerial strength. And I just feel maybe Kit Simons has got to take the charge here and say to Morley, I'll mark and you perhaps find the knockdowns.
A dangerous header there by Simons. It's Battersby. Swan couldn't really get enough on it. Simons with a clearance.
Yeah, good pressure from Bury. Kincladze had a good touch early on in the match, but we haven't seen anything from the last 10 minutes. It's because of this Bury pressure, hunting and packed, getting the foot in. The City can't find this little fella.
Well, for a side built for around the £600,000 mark, Bury may have their limitations, but they have great spirit, great battling qualities and great pressure here being applied. Swan, Battersby looking to get on the end of it. Simons between him and Johnson.
Well, there's no doubt Bury are winning the 50-50s at the moment, Rob.
Butler, neatly taken away from Bradbury. Armstrong's header. Brannan really got in the way of his man Kit Simons there, but it worked out all right for him.
Yes, they've just got to calm it down a little bit. It's all too hectic for the footballing side. Bury are hassling, getting the ball forward quickly. City have got to calm it down and get the ball to feet.
Well, Mansfield were the last team to win here in the league some 17 months ago, April 1996. And since then it's been a very impressive run by Bury. Clearances towards Swan. Morley's tidying up.
Yeah, Leccetti with a long ball there, read it well, but the ball was a little bit too long. But Bury play this way, even if it's not accurate, Rob. They like to progress, they get it forward, they chase after it, and like to progress. And then This fella here, Swan, he'll be looking for the ball in the box.
City have been on the back foot for much of the opening quarter of an hour. And Gray keeping them pegged back in and around the edge of their own area once more. Looking for Swan, but Simons flings himself in the way. Luketti. Here's Gray, 3 in the box. Johnson went for it, and it was a brave dive by Martin Margetson.
Yeah, I think that's a great save, you know, because Johnson got the other side of the City defence. And Margetson, had he taken his eye off the ball, don't forget the ball's wet, skidding off the greasy surface. But look at Johnson getting in there. Maybe a hint of offside, but I tell you what, the goalkeeper kept his eye on the ball. And that's a good, brave save from Margetson.
Margetson knew that had he spilled that, there were 3 Bury players in there who would have been only too grateful to pick up on the rebound. Johnson was the closest to the goalkeeper, but Battersby and Swan were also in there. Kit Simons. And Bloch. Too short for Horlock. And it's Gray. Ball had been won brilliantly for him by Hughes. Gray unable to provide the cross. Couldn't get past Kit Simons.
Yeah, he tried to get an early ball in there. Johnson again was at the far post. Gray spotted him, but Simons sticking to his task.
Now Gray trying his luck with the throw in from the other side. Was aimed for Butler, but it's back out to Horlock. Here's Gray, straight through Horlock's legs.
Tremendous skill there from Gray. I thought for a minute there he was going to stamp on the City Van Blaert, number 3. But great skills from Gray. No wonder the home fans like him so much. Lovely little twist and turn, a little nutmeg to go along with it. Good skill. Now watch a little touch through the legs. Horlock can't do often. In comes Van Blaert, and I thought Gray was going to just land on him there. Well done, Gray, pulled out of it.
No doubting the quality of Andy Gray. 1 cap for England against Poland in Poznan, and really surprisingly having reached the international pinnacle with his debut. It was after that his career seemed to go downhill. Morley. Edgehill who's made the charge.
Yeah, I think the referee might be right here. The linesman was flagging. The simple reason there was I think Battersby was all over Edgehill, wasn't looking at the ball. The linesman was very, very quick to have the flag up there to point that out. Good break from Edgehill, good ball from Morley.
City players in the box, they're queuing up for it. Bradbury was amongst those in that cluster.
Yeah, any ball in the air, swirling wind here at Giggling as well. Look at that ball move in the air. Now City putting a bit of pressure on Bury. I think Frank Clark's team talk must be, come on guys, you know they're going to be physical, they're going to be battlers. Let's match them for the battle and hopefully our skills will come through. You don't match teams like this for the battle, they'll get on top of you.
Deakins, this is Brannan and Clancy. Just beyond Nicky Summerby. There were those who wondered about the wisdom of sticking Kinkladze in after possible travel fatigue. Still ready to bring his influence to bear on this game, and really Bury have thrown everything forward in this game.
Yeah, it's no surprise to me, Rob. You know, Bury have really pressurised City, but now City have weathered the storm, if you like. Let's see if they can get the ball down and play. It's a horrible night here, you have to say. It's the wind swirling about, the rain bucketing down. think the crowd are enjoying this one.
Well, it was a fixture they looked for as soon as the lists were published at the start of the season. Eagerly awaited game, almost treated like a cup tie. Away with the latest free kick. And Margesson flamboyantly leading it.
He doesn't often waste too many. Shaking his head, disappointed. We've just seen Gladzy give the ball away twice, so don't worry, Andy.
Gray, who was playing in the Scottish Cup final at the end of last season for Falkirk. Beacons, Lucketti.
City with so many midfielders struggling to get a hold of it. Well, Berry are certainly getting to the ball first, I feel. And the likes of Horlock can't really get forward enough. And Kincladze, wow, great on the ball.
Kincladze and Horlock were both away on international duty in the week. Horlock with Northern Ireland against Albania in Zurich.
I don't think we want you to mention that result, Rob. Very disappointing for the Irish.
Headers by Battersby. Morley to Van Blurk. John Rose. This is Ian Hughes. Vikins tussling away with him.
It's interesting to me, Vikins, a Dutchman here. I didn't think he would relish the physical battle. I thought he was more of a player. But he's rolled his sleeves up here tonight. He's got a few crunching tackles in. Showing he's got a little bit of steel.
For all of the foreign imports, this is a real welcome to English football tonight. Rain lashing down on the facilities here at Gig Lane. Level back across was by Lucketti, and the goalkeeper came through the crowd. It's cleared by Horlock in the end. Gray urgently taking over from Armstrong, looking for Battersby. Edgehill was there.
Yeah, the ball again held up in the wind. You told me the weather, Rob. If you're going to come to Gig Lane, it's best to come this time before Christmas. You won't be able to come in here in January, February. This is like a summer's day to I believe what it can be like. Is that sleep?
Not a pleasant evening. There's Johnson. Gray. He's hit it in low and Swan could have been very far away from it.
He's disappointed again, Gray, but I think City have got to start closing down a little bit because they know Berry's game plan. As soon as they get a chance, they put it in the box. So City's midfield have got to work and close them down.
Edgehill. Sliding tackle was from David Johnson. Richard Edgehill, who made his return against Nottingham Forest with his 50th league appearance for Manchester City. And his return very much well-timed with Ian Brightwell out ill and Tony Vaughan having injured ankle ligaments in a reserve match.
Well, let's get forward quick. He'll be delighted to be back on the side. Well, I just wonder if this Berry pressure, if they're going to sneak one before half-time, Rob. Continuous balls in the box. It just needs to fall to a white shirt that's in the back of the net.
Harry Neville watching and wisely taking cover. Johnson. Brannan hitting it against David Johnson, who's a former Manchester United player and played with Gary Neville's brother Phil in the youth team.
What calm. Showing a bit of threat as well. When is your brother, mate?
Johnson didn't make a senior appearance for Manchester United, but he was part of that FA Youth Cup winning team back in 1995. Warlock. This is Simons. Orlok again. Van Vleck had stayed onside. Kinkladze. Now we're going to see some magic from him. Always capable of prizing open the most solid of defences, and Orlok just unable to fasten onto it.
Yeah, George, he's just waiting for a run there. You know, come on, someone give me a bit of movement. Orlok gave him it, but the ball wasn't good enough.
I wonder if that was just a little teaser of what's ahead from Georgi Kinkladze.
Well, that's where he loves the ball, Rob. Anywhere around that 18-yard line, he weaves his magic.
Morley. Bradbury immediately under pressure from Armstrong. Here's Vikens. Kinkladze again. This time it's Butler he's taking on, and this time he's got the cross in. Now can Bradbury turn? Brannan!
Good defending again from Berry. Really are, they get back in numbers, Rob.
Dawes it was who made the challenge. Vikens. Orlok had made a run along the line. He was aiming it to Bradbury though. Leketti was there. This is Simons. City have been, over the last few minutes, gradually asserting themselves, but that was a great challenge from Swan to win possession back.
A little bit disappointed with Lee Bradbury at the moment. He's hold up play, Rob. He's up there on his own, and you really have to hold the ball up and give your midfield players a chance to come up. But at the moment, his touch is letting them down. He's losing possession too easily for me.
He's used to ploughing that lone furrow. It's a role he fulfilled to good effect against Nottingham Forest in the victory in the last match. Foot of Kinkladze was a little high there on Andy Gray, and it's punished.
Yeah, I don't think he realised Andy Gray was so close to him. Kinkladze there, but Gray quickly onto the ball there. Good flick from Bradbury this time.
Here's Gray with a free kick. No, he's going to leave it instead to Dean Kiely. So everyone except Kiely now in the opposing half. Over Butler, but Swan got a touch to it.
Yeah, someone's got to sort out Swan. Swan, I think, out of maybe 4 or 5 headers, I think he's not lost one. So I think Santons and Morley have got to get to grips with him, because it just needs a little flick on, and the likes of Johnson getting on the end of it. This time he couldn't direct the touch on.
Scored in the last 2 games as Peter Swan against Crewe and Tranmere.
They've got to keep battering away, pounding away at City. When City start to settle, knock the ball, the confidence grows. They go searching for a goal. I thought that was a bit high.
There's Leketti, who was the offender, and Bradbury, who felt the full force of it. Yeah, on the shoulder.
I don't think there's any arguments here. There's no doubt about Leketti. He goes, he tries to, but you know, that's almost down his neck, isn't it? And it's a bad place to give a free kick away, and that's dangerous. He definitely catches Bradbury. And what can Kinkladze do with this one?
Well, Chris Leketti has got away with a warning for that challenge, but now Kinkladze trying to weave his way through once more. Giving Dawes the run around, but then playing it too short for Somerby, and Johnson stole in.
Well, I thought Kinkladze was going to flip it in the box there. Just run out of options, give it back Somerby. Somerby had no call from a teammate, man on.
Vikens. Butler with a clearance. Here's Brannan. And this is a useful break from Van Vleck. Butler sliding in.
He's a bit unlucky there, isn't he? He's always going to get the ball first. I think he's lucky to get a corner here, by the way, Van Vleck. Because I think Butler comes over here and gets the ball back off Van Vleck.
Somerby. Every time a City player gets to it, an opponent is across so quickly to close them down. Marshall there resources so well. Here's Kinkladze. Plenty of players in the box for Brannan, and he's got it across. And there was a free header on for Morley. Had it just been at the right sort of height for him.
He's quite a tall lad as well. He stayed in the box, and to be honest, that's a let-off for Berry. Just slightly overhit, but look at Morley. Nobody is marking him. And Stan Tern will be disappointed.
Unusual to see so much freedom for an opposing player in the penalty area for Berry. City really, after a shaky start when they were put under a lot of pressure, have gradually started to assert themselves in this game. They've drawn a bit of the sting. They're making some promising openings. Horlock whipping this one across. Good safe handling by Cowley.
Yeah, it had to be, because Vikens was powering in the box, and Summerby also was at the far post. Good goalkeeping.
Just sense that Berry have lost a little bit of the initiative that they had in the opening 20 minutes or so. Dawes. Battersby up there ahead of Van Blurk. Swan has made the run, he's left it open for him. Morley was struggling to get back, but did get back in the end.
Well, half of Giggs Lane was saying go on, strike it, hit it with a left peg. Just overran the ball.
Horlock. Header out, City throw.
Yeah, City are growing in confidence here. Berry, the long ball game, you know, they look for the early goal, it hasn't happened, and City now beginning to look more comfortable.
Clancy. Vikens. Simons. The two, David Morley. Van Blurk. Brannan made his run belatedly, and John Rose have gone with him.
Yeah, one or two of the City midfield players have got to start taking chances, Rob, and getting forward. There was a lovely space in the gully, and eventually, you know, Horlock gets over there, and Brannan's trying to get forward, but someone's got to make an early run to expose in behind the Berry defence.
Frank Clark making notes for half-time, no doubt. Be a little more encouraged by his team's performances. Certainly after the Forest game, they were on a high, and Clark himself never lost confidence, even during that dodgy opening. Didn't want all the good pre-season work to go to waste, and he has really introduced an element of stability here to what was a very unstable club last season.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get, you know, we keep saying it's early days yet, you know, 6-7 games gone, but there's a bit of a gap opening up at the top there, and City can't afford to let it grow.
Well, City last won promotion from this division back in 1989, and they didn't win in their opening 4 games then, just as they didn't this time round, but then they embarked on a 5-match winning run, and they'll be hoping for something similar to really propel themselves into the frame. Morley. This is Bradbury. Edgehill. Vikens. This is Van Blurk. Johnson came back, and the referee was quite happy with the challenge he made on Jason Van Blurk, who's done well to win it back and find Kincladze. Summerby waiting at the edge of the area. Bradbury at the edge of the 6-yard box. The challenge was Andy Gray's.
Yeah, good challenge as well from Gray. You know, Stan Ternant's obviously said when he gets the ball, you can't dive in. And Gray jockeys him superb. And there goes the challenge.
The goalkeeper came and didn't get there. Lee Bradbury. Shot blocked. This is Summerby. Very piling bodies back to get that one clear, but Gray has given it away again to Edgehill. Horlock to Brannan. He's away from Gray, but just when he thought he'd shaken him off, Gray is there. concedes the corner.
Good play from Brannan as well. Brannan was the one who won the ball. The goalkeeper came. Brannan headed it down. It gave Bradbury just a half chance.
And I'm looking to get underneath it. It skims. Well, it seemed to skim off Lenny John Rose's head, but the referee's given the goal kick.
Little smile there. Again, the wind playing its part. Look at curling the ball. The referee was right in the spot, so he felt it certainly came off a City player, but you can see clearly that should be another corner. Berry have gone a bit quiet now, Rob. City more possession, pushing forward, more eager.
Eakins. Edgehill. Somebody just couldn't get there. Armstrong did. Simons, no chances being taken by him. Nationwide League football coming up for you this weekend. Birmingham against Sunderland, a clash towards the top end of the table, Sunday at 12 noon on Sky Sports 2, followed by the Premiership action in Super Sunday, Blackburn against Leeds on Sky Sports 1 from 3 o'clock. Johnson's cross. Butler. Simons. Bradbury. Challenging by John Rose. Bradbury will give chase for it. Riley was always the favourite to get there though. And flag raised very belatedly, which is the cause of the anger.
Well, it's a highly charged game at the moment. Thunder and lightning all around us as well, even though the rain has stopped now. Just across with that stand, the Pennines, but the linesman, he's adamant. Forget it, guys, that was offside. And the boos ring out.
Well, they've got all methods of keeping dry on a night like this, and that's one of the less orthodox ways. Looks a bit like you, Alan.
I don't believe it. I tell you what, you get a bit cheeky lately.
Here goes Battersby. Johnson making a surge into the box. Can he go alone? Off the post! Best chance of the game so far, falling to Tony Battersby, and he made it and almost took it himself.
Well, 10 minutes ago he was in the same position, wasn't he, on the left foot? He delayed it, he didn't let go. But this time he lets go and he's very unlucky. That was almost the opener. Very unlucky from Battersby.
Edgehill, Kincladze.
Tell you what, Rob, I wasn't sure Margerson had it covered either.
And it looked as though it could sneak in at that post, but Battersby's shot just coming back off the woodwork.
Margerson, maybe, I'm sure he's disappointed with the room Battersby had coming in field again.
Oh, that was a risky backheader from Morley with Battersby there, and Swan couldn't force his way through. Battersby's shot, though, still the closest that either side has come to scoring. The one that hit the woodwork.
Yeah, he's unlucky here. Comes inside Lovely, gets it on the left foot. This time lets fly. And I tell you what, I think that had Margerson beat just about 17 yards out. Not the greatest of strikes, but that's unlucky. That Kniesler slipped in.
Well, the game has swung this way and that, and at the moment it's Bury ending the first half the stronger. Kincladze. Ray really hasn't given him much room. Leketti, well won by him, that's Dawes. Van Blurch.
Tell you what, Van Blurch there. I can't believe how many defenders let a ball bounce like that. You've got to get to it first. This time he gets away with it. As soon as that bounces, it gives the forwards a great chance.
Dawes. Morley in the way. Well, it really has been a fairy tale rise for Bury under Stan Ternent. 2 years in permanent charge next Thursday. The team were in desperate straits really when he took over, but they've had 2 promotions since.
Yeah, Van Blerk's angry here, Rob. He feels that Battersby ran into him. Battersby claiming there was a contact. There was a bit of tugging and pulling, wasn't there? But there. And the ref's giving it, along with his linesman. This is danger for City again, an aerial threat.
Swan will be a massive threat here. Ray's free kick is a deep one. Well, it was Armstrong's header, and all it needed was a touch from Swan, who was in there.
Yeah, Armstrong at the far post there, Rise as well, doesn't he? I think it's Morley who just can't get off the ground. Armstrong gets a leap first, that's a good header.
And there's another injury problem here. It's Kevin Horlock for City who's limping.
Yeah, I'm saying it was Morley there, but I think it's Horlock who got underneath the ball. And I thought Armstrong, that was a good header, just needed a touch on the end of it.
Margetson continues to hold off Tommy Wright, who's only just back after injury, but was with Northern Ireland in the week.
I've been impressed with this guy, Margetson.
Been on City staff a while, but has had to wait a long time for his opportunity. Edgehill powerfully making the case and finding Kincladze. Bradbury's in the box. Beacons supporting the attack. Kincladze curling it towards Bradbury, cleared to Beacons.
Yeah, that's a nothing ball from Beacons. Absolute nothing ball. When the ball came back to him there, I thought he's going to whack this. As soon as he take a touch, he's always going to be closed down, but again the pass was way off target.
Armstrong. Morley. Horlock was under pressure from Hughes, snapping away behind him. Swan's touch. Here's Edgehill. Summerby. Blocked by Gray. Here's Van Blerk. Jed Brannan, Kincladze. Brannan away from Gray. And the shot deflected off Nipetti.
Yeah, deflected shot from Brannan, good skills again. Getting a little nutmeg in. Suddenly decides, right, no one's closing me, I'll strike it. Hits Pichetti. And the keeper got down smartly to touch it round.
And Summerby whips the corner in. It was a tricky one. Beacons off the line. Beacons denied by a goal line clearance, and then Kincladze fouled.
I don't know why the Bury fans were up in arms. Look with the ball. When Summerby took the corner, the ball again wasn't in the arc. Off the line. Goodness me, there'd be some argument if that had gone in. We saw Kincladze do it a few weeks ago.
Summerby it is who whips in the free kick, cleared to Kevin Horlock, who can hit them. And he tried to hit that one through the crowd, and the crowd just took the sting out of it.
Yeah, it came off Swan. Swan was the blocker. But as you said, Horlock can hit them. But Manchester City, I don't know why they do this. When they take corners, they always seem to just move the ball out of the arc. And the Bury fans were disgusted.
They were almost disgusted again there when Beacon's handball was about to go unpunished. But the assistant referee drew the referee's attention to it. Beacons, who has been the closest Manchester City player to breaking the deadlock with that effort.
It really is a seesaw of a game. Either way this could go.
Gray, John Rose, Van Blurk, Beacons, Porlock hitting it against Armstrong. Johnson could be through here. Morley tried to force it wide, but he's still got the shot in.
That's a good right-handed save. Goodness me, strong right hand there from Margetson. Johnson again, he's a thorn in the side at the moment, but Margetson down to his right-hand side. Quality save. Good closing again, the ball fell with Johnson, right foots across the goal. There's a strong right wrist. Good stop from Margetson. City again, just caught napping. Good strike and a good touch.
The goalkeeper at full stretch, turning away Johnson's shot. Swan up for the free kick. Hughes. In comes Brannan. Hughes just couldn't bring it under control.
See, they've just got to calm down again there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mind you, 6-second rule. Goalkeepers just can't relax now, can they?
Real harem scarum stuff at the moment.
It's a good finish to the first half from Bury, the home side.
John Rose looking to pick out Battersby. Van Blurk is across with him. A strong Peter Swan in the box if he can find him. Too short for him, Edgehill clears. And Margetson can't save the corner.
I think Edgehill's there saying to Van Blurk, come on, close him down. Don't give him time to get the cross in. The defender, he's too far away. He's 2 yards away from Battersby. He's got to get closer and stop the service into the box.
And a minute into stoppage time. Bury's first corner of the first half could well be their last opportunity to break the deadlock before the break. Swan the target, and a missed kick by Simons that put the goalkeeper under pressure, and they're all in there battling, trying to force it in. And Margetson was bundled into the back of the net.
Well, the fans around us were they'll try to suck that one in. That's a good header again from Swan, isn't it? This is a bad clearance. Up in the air from Simons. Let's have a look. Margetson comes. There's the challenge, and the arm was all over Margetson. The referee's dead right. And ends up in the back of the net for his troubles. Good header again from Swan. But Simons with a bad clearance. And the goalkeeper certainly was fouled.
Armstrong it was who was applying that very strong pressure. He saw an opportunity, didn't get the ball in the net, but did get the goalkeeper in the back of the net.
Just thinking now, Frank Clark at half-time, will he change it? Bradbury up front has really been struggling to hold it up, and the City midfield have been slow to get up and help him. I just wonder if he's thinking, okay, do we go for another 15 minutes into the second half, or do we push someone up alongside him? Maybe Rosler will get his chance.
Well, only a few more minutes of deliberating, and I wonder if we will see Uwe Rosler come on at some stage in the second half. And there goes the half-time whistle. Bury 0, Manchester City 0. It's a game that has all the elements. Tony Battersby having hit the post for Bury with a real strong opportunity. Gerard Beacons having Manchester City's best effort with a shot cleared off the line. David Johnson forcing a good save from Martin Margetson in a strong end to the first half from the home team, but it's 0-0 at half-time.
Second half. Let's rejoin our commentators, Alan Brazil and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, quite a tough task facing Manchester City if they are to win here tonight. The only time that Bury have gone behind in their last 19 league games here was on the opening day of the season against Reading. Let's hear from their manager, Stan Turnip, with Alan Bentley.
Stan, a thunderous first half in more ways than one. Are you happy with him?
Yeah, it's a good match. It's tight, end-to-end stuff. We're in there with a good chance still.
Peter Swan seems to have them in the air at the back. Are you making the most of that?
Well, we've got to get a little bit more ball, really. And if we can do that, then we may just have a bit better chance of getting the goal. But we've got to keep our shape and our balance and concentration, because it's a good game for us. But we're doing very well at the moment.
Thanks a lot, Stan.
Thanks a lot.
Satisfied Bury manager And it'll be his team to kick off in this second half.
Yeah, what we want, Rob's a nice early goal.
But who will be the provider? Peter Swan has made his presence felt up front and at the back with his clearing header off the line from Gerard Wiekens. But there's no doubt that when Bury win a free kick or a long throw, Swan is the man that the City defenders are looking to, and he could cause them real problems.
Yeah, I think Simons has got to just take the responsibility to say, when the ball comes in the box, I'll have him.
In the meantime, no changes by Manchester City in terms of personnel. Lee Bradbury still ploughing that lone furrow, while Uwe Rosler waits on the bench. Here's Gordon Armstrong. Chris Lecchetti. Barely a minute into the second half. Manchester City are poised to make a change, but it's not the introduction of Uwe Rosler we're anticipating, but this man, Tony Scully, because it seems that Jason Van Bleur has a problem.
I just wonder, yeah, it's interesting. I thought, you know, the substitution room had done it at half time. And let's just say, we'll have a couple of minutes and just see if you can run it off.
Lecchetti.
I think from the Pet and Bury point of view here, again, it's same game plan. Close down, pressure, get the ball forward. Well, that's City. Come on, let's battle them for 10 minutes. Take the sting out of them and let's play football.
Well, they're not going to give Jason Van Bleur any more time to run off that injury, so very early in this second half, the Australian makes his departure, and Tony Scully is coming on to take his place.
Yeah, muted applause from the City fans. I'm pretty sure they were hoping maybe it was Uwe Rosler that was coming on.
Scully, the former Crystal Palace man who was signed on a free transfer. Gray. Here's Wiekens. Edgehill finding Bradbury, and the return was too short. Nicky Dawes there. Cleared by Morley. There's Butler with a throw-in. Bradbury. Gray. And Kincladze looking to follow this one through, and a header away by Kiley. Gray's back pass just fell short. Brannan looking to work the opening, cleared by Lecchetti.
Yeah, good start to the match for City. I just had a feeling there, Georgie didn't fancy that one. He's seen Kiley coming out, flying out. The little fella thought, oh no, that's not for me.
That's the area where he usually is dangerous, and he's brought to ground. A combination of Johnson and Hughes.
Scully doing well there, getting between the defenders. Good start to the match for him. Now this is dangerous for City. Morley and Simons in the box along with Bradbury.
There's Summerby. To Kincladze. Beyond Wiekens, Morley the player coming in.
He certainly had a chance there, didn't he? He came in very late, Morley. I thought City had perhaps overdone it again with a free kick. But Kincladze, eventually when he puts it in, it's right to the far post. Morley climbs, and well, from 4 yards, you really got to hit the target there. Towers above the centre half. Kiley looks on in anguish.
Really a big, strong centre half. Challenged by Edgehill on Battersby. And here's Nicky Summerbee. Kinkladze.
I just felt Robbie could have given it back to Summerbee there. Summerbee kept his run going. Normally Kinkladze's so quick to find the pass.
Summerbee. Got away well from Armstrong. He ran straight into trouble. It was a good challenge from Butler.
Yeah, he just took it too far there, Summerbee. Unlucky. Good defending from Butler.
Brannan. Dug out well by Dawes. This is Johnson. Swan going into the penalty area on his own.
Yeah, good defender from Dawes, but Brannan, well, you think he should have won that ball. This is good end-to-end stuff. Surely a goal must come.
Well, you'd think the way the second half has started that it can't be too long before the deadlock is broken. Raise a danger in these situations with the throw. Got Butler and Swan to aim at. Butler as the player has gone forward, but it's a powerful figure of Morley that meets it. Gray. They were trying to touch it down to Butler, but Hughes's intentions didn't quite come off.
Good pressure from Berry, but Morley, the young defender, making his senior debut, again with a good header. That's why he's in the side. Towering figure. A few moments ago had a chance at the other end.
Who's come through the ranks, David Morley, and on a couple of occasions has turned up in useful areas in the opposing area. Thompson's header on. And Horlock this time covering against Battersby, who's already proved what a danger he can be with the shot that hit the post in the first half. Given away by Beacons. This is Swan. Butler.
This is where City are struggling. When the ball goes up to Bradbury, he does win them. There's no one, he's isolated. There's no one around him except three Berry centre-halves. Someone's got to take the chance and get up alongside this fella.
Will that mean a change in direction and a change in personnel? Uwe Rosler hopes so. He's still kicking his heels. Bradbury. Dawes. This is Butler. Kevin Horlock, who's switched to left back since the departure of Van Blurt. Summerbee. Kinkladze. And around Paul Butler, who's still chasing back. McCarthy across the marking now, but still Kinkladze goes on. Great magic from Kinkladze, and he's gone down, as he does so regularly, and as he does so regularly, he's won the penalty.
Wow, what can you say about this fella? He's got his doubters. People say sometimes a luxury. God, I can watch this all night. This is superb for the little fella. He's thrown me three dummies sitting in the seat here, and that's a penalty. Brilliant play from Kinkladze. Nothing on. Decides to take them all on. There's a challenge, yeah. He does go a bit high, but you can't challenge him in the box like that. Superb.
Well, Kinkladze won a penalty and scored it against Sunderland in the 3-1 defeat. He's won a penalty here, and will take this, but just as there was with the corner in the first half, there's a question mark about where he's placing the ball to take it. It's Kinkladze against Kiley, who saved two penalties last season. Can he stop this one? Yes, he can! He saved a crucial one at Watford at the back end of last season, and he stopped Georgie Kinkladze this time.
Would you believe it?
Superb! Well, Dean Kiley has made himself even more of a hero than he was already here at Gig Lane. Kinkladze was certainly the man they feared coming into this game, but even from the penalty spot, Kiley denied him.
Oh, I'd have put my house on that one. But good movement from Keeley, and you have to say it's a poor penalty. Kinkladze going to wrong foot him. Good stop. How did I do that, he says.
Kiley has made Kinkladze utterly distraught. And here he goes again, trying to repair the damage.
And what a run it was. What a run. City fans they're astonished. How can our king miss that?
Well, even the Bury fans can admire the run now that he's missed the penalty.
This is a good contest. I'm enjoying this.
How much half has gone out of Manchester City, having seen that gift horse looked in the mouth.
Yeah, acknowledging the Bury fans. Dino, Dino, they're shouting. Good stop, mate.
Dean Kiley, who really has been the solid figure on which this Bury defence has been founded. Very rarely misses a game, hasn't missed one since he came to Gig Lane. And here is Kinkladze again, trying to make up for the frustration of that missed spot kick and taking out his frustrations in a positive manner on Andy Gray.
I tell you what, he needs a couple of cartridges after that, Andy Gray.
Here's Brannan. Caught by John Rhodes. Simons. Edgehill. Simons again. Summerby looking to turn away from Armstrong, but Butler was covering.
Yeah, City turning on the heat now, aren't they? Come on, he said, let's get the opening goal. Growing in confidence.
You'd have thought their grip might have been loosened with the missed penalty.
Mind you, it's just spurred him on to more action, isn't it? I've got a feeling Kiley's going to be a little bit more busier.
Summerby has done well to get that cross in, and Kiley relieved to see it flash in front of him.
I don't know what Kiley was doing there, to be honest. That was right across his goal line, wasn't it? Just under the crossbar. Summerby should be saying, well, come on then, Lee. You know, Bradbury, get on the end of these. It's a little bit close to the keeper. In fact, he does very well to get it in. But watch this. Over the keeper. He felt maybe it was going out. That was right along his crossbar.
Could have a word with the assistant referee. Wonder if he thought it had bent out before it came back in across the face of his goal. Great. Oh, given away dangerously. This is Scully. Too deep for Bradbury.
Yeah, he just delayed it there, Tony Scully. Bradbury, he gave Bradbury time to get to the far post, but in the end, when he decided to cross, he couldn't get his foot round the ball. And again, this fella starved the service. Oh, how he'd love to have one right on his forehead.
Armstrong. Johnson.
They just get pegged back now, aren't they? They're not getting any shots on the City goal or dangerous crosses in. City's work rate has been excellent too.
Well, supporters have clearly been roused by Kiley's heroics. Armstrong. How can they go all the way and get the opening goal? Twice they went close in the first half, but they've not really made much of an attacking impression in the second period, Bury.
Just wonder what's come through Frank Clark's mind now. Does he keep this going? Does he leave it? Or does he say, right, it looks as if the fizz has gone out of Bury, let's maybe get another forward on. Then this argument with Rosler might be a lot deeper than what we think, Rob.
Muketti. Johnson. Useful touch, this is Swan. Johnson's continued his run. Edgehill has stuck with him. David Johnson got nothing on the shot, really.
Well, he found the space as well, didn't he? It's a back spell from Bury now.
And City's defence really under pressure. This is Nicky Dawes. And this is an excellent run that's been made by Hughes.
What a tackle by Morley this is. What a tackle from Morley. Superb. I thought Hughes was going to tuck this away. But watch the youngster. Had to make it.
It's certainly hotting up again. Both sides sensing the win is there for the taking. This is Scully.
Yeah, again, Bradbury went to far post. Tony Scully had time again, looked up, couldn't find a blue shirt. Bradbury once again peeling away. It's a great ball from Kinkladze. Watch Bradbury, is he going to go near post? And the ball was on.
Now waiting for some of this corner. In it goes. Morley stuck himself right in front of the goalkeeper, who did well to get there. Edgehill. Porlock. Foul by Hughes.
I just feel City now a little bit locked in front of goal, Rob. I just feel now they could be, they're thinking about 3 points now.
Some of it. Beacons. Looking for Bradbury, he's knocked it back across to Jed Brannan. After that desperate bit of defending, Morley tidying up against David Johnson.
Once again, Bradbury looked favourite to win that. There wasn't too many blue shots getting in that box alongside him. Only Brannan.
Armstrong. Morley. Battersby. Really is a game that could tip one way or the other. It's balanced on a knife edge at the moment. Stan Turner clearly wants to get on with it. Hughes with the throw. Johnson. And still, David Johnson!
Indecision in defence there. The youngster Morley making a bit of a bid there. And Johnson's left foot shot just charged down. Morley just saying sorry to his keeper. Really could have done better here. A bit soft, bit watery. And Johnson lets fly.
Foiled by the deflection by Fitzsimons. Bradbury's foot a little too high there on Muketti. Past the hour mark and still 0-0, but this an area where Bury could be a real danger. If Gray or Armstrong can place the free kick. The hopeful one cleared by Beacons. Andy Gray. Well, they look to cause panic and confusion every time with those high balls. Margetson had dealt with that one and now looks to cause some confusion of his own, and Bradbury is attempting to latch onto it. And there was a shove in the back of Armstrong, says referee Richards.
Yeah, it's a bit blatant, to be honest. Armstrong defending. The ball again bounces, gives Bradbury a little chance, but there's certainly a shove there.
City treating like with like, looking for the long ball to Lee Bradbury.
Yeah, he's got a bit of stick from the home fans here, Bradbury. And that's just when strikers can pop up with a goal.
Beacons. Kinkladze. Foul by Gray.
That could be a yellow card, Rob.
It is, and it's the first one of the night for Andy Gray.
Well, you know, he's a difficult customer, Kinkladze. But when you take, you know, when you tackle like that from behind, you're inviting the referee to reach in for the yellow card.
It is his third booking of the league season. It's actually his fifth booking overall, booked in both Coca-Cola ties as well.
He can't get the ball there, can he? You can see he sweeps through with his right foot. I'm sorry, that's a yellow.
And two more of those, and he could be facing a suspension. Scully.
on that left side, Scully, since he come on, but he's just got to get his final ball over. He's making the space for himself, but the final ball, he keeps hitting defenders.
Oh, a mistake, and Johnson could be through here! And it's 1-0 to Bury! And David Johnson takes advantage of the defensive slip, and Bury get the lead!
Well, Gigg Lane's erupted. I thought this was a free kick. I think Horlock, there's definitely contact here. And I think Horlock gets to it first. Johnson catches him there. Or does he? Once again, it's a difficult decision for the referee. Horlock complaining. Let's have a look. He's definitely there. Was it a missed kick? Johnson takes his chance over the goalkeeper. And Bury go ahead. Just there. And that looks like a missed kick. And that is a goal. Bury fans ecstatic.
It's the former Manchester United man who scores against Manchester City, and David Johnson really is in excellent goal-scoring form at the moment. Kevin Horlock won't care to be reminded of that after his stumble was exploited fully. But Johnson now has scored 4 goals in his last 5 matches.
And what was Kevin Horlock thinking about there, Rob? It was such a bad clearance, I thought he had to. Johnson had to have clipped his heels. But I don't think it was contact, we've looked at it 3 times. Kevin Horlock, well, he's got to be very, very angry with himself.
Horlock, who was switched to left back with the injury to Jason Van Blok, clearly now must feel he's been handed a poison chalice. Johnson's pace took him away from the defender, and didn't he finish it well?
You know, out come the keeper. He thought, right, a little lob over. Margetson, no chance.
David Johnson again. This time Horlock in the way. And Clancy. Here's Scully. Bradbury's made his move in the middle. Comes back to Scully off Hughes. It's beyond Bradbury. Brannan is there. Here's Beacons! And Kiley, who's already been the hero once with a penalty save, foils Beacons too.
Another good stop from the goalkeeper, because Beacons hits this sweet as a nut. Scully again, first cross hits the defender. Now he hits this beautifully. Okay, straight at Kiley, but the keeper makes it stick.
And on a night like this, when it has been raining heavily at times, hasn't always been easy. Good challenge by John Rose on Kinkladze. This is Summerby. Kinkladze's cross.
And Bradbury's, again, I think Bradbury's got every chance of getting that. It was a good quality service in. And yet a Bury defender again beaten to it.
Edgehill. Bradbury wanted it played, but Edgehill thinks he can go through on his own. He's done extremely well, and it's headed away vitally by Ian Hughes.
Great play from Edgehill, and surely a blue shirt's got to be on the end of that, not a white one.
And now Gray and Kinkladze getting tangled up with each other.
Great play from Edgehill though, wasn't it? Superb run. Surely a centre-forward's got to get on the end of this. You've got to get, look, the Bury defender was down on the ground, still gets up and beats Bradbury to the ball.
Hughes was the player who got himself in the way.
I just feel Lee Bradbury, the longer he goes without a goal, sometimes, you know, you make your mind up, you get across the defender, but the defender fell down and still managed to scramble up and get in front of Lee Bradbury. He's got to get in where it hurts.
And Bury making a change, and on comes Andy Woodward, the former crewman, and he's taken the place of Tony Battersby. Woodward has slotted in on that right-hand side of midfield. This is Scully, the Manchester City substitute. Bradbury
This will be a great victory for Bury, this one.
Well, it'll be a phenomenal achievement for them, even at this stage of the season, to be right up there in the top 5 of the table. You think they were promoted from the 3rd division as the 3rd place club. They did finish champions of the 2nd division last season, and they've done it with the basis of the same team.
I'll tell you what's interesting here, Rob. Gray's on the right ding-dong with Kincladze. Andy Gray's already been booked. He's got to be very careful. We give him a little clip. There's a bit of lip going on as well out there. He'll love that, Kincladze. You give him the ball anywhere in that 18-yard line, he'll entice Gray into diving in.
Morley, Bradbury, there's the new man Woodward, Hughes, and still Scully trying to match him stride for stride.
Yeah, good work from Hughes.
Well, what a priceless goal this was from David Johnson.
Yeah, it was really, you know, that is diabolical defending. You have to say that. I'm sorry, Kevin. But Johnson says, thank you very much, I love that one. Goalkeeper comes out in vain, that just lobs it in. Simons can do nothing.
Beautifully looped over Margetson by David Johnson. And you have to say it really is a formidable defensive record that Bury have here. 20 clean sheets they've kept in the 28 league games unbeaten here at Gig Lane. And it really is thanks to this man tonight that they've managed to preserve it so far, although there is still 18 minutes left for them to hold out. But Kiley saved the penalty from Kincladze, and the subsequent effort from Gerard Beekins.
I just feel Rosler's got to come on now, I think. Just give them a little bit of sparkle up front. I know there's problems between the manager and the player, but it's all about getting a point or 3 points here. At the moment, Lee Bradbury for me is out of sorts.
Still Rosler waits. Woodward. Somerby.
Nicky Somerby started the match very well, but he's drifted in and out. City need more down this right-hand side from him.
Muketti. Morley. Beekins. This is Edgehill. Brannan and Bradbury both going into the box. Scully in there as well. And he knocked it back, but the only player there was Andy Gray.
Well, at the edge of the box should Somerby, Beekins and Kincladze, and you can't have 3 outside the box. Someone's got to take a chance and get on these knockdowns.
17 minutes to go. What is Frank Clark going to do to turn this around? There's the answer to his prayers, live with a substitute that he seems reluctant at the moment to bring on, Uwe Rosler. Johnson.
Yeah, City need something, they need it quick.
Hughes. Andy Gray. Johnson. This is Woodward. The build-up is from Bury. Hughes with the throw.
I tell you what, this Bury home side, the support is fantastic. What a noise they make.
John Rose, he's got through! Good save Richardson.
Well, if that goes in, it's game, set and match. Margus, is anything you can do, Kylie, I can do. And John Rose worked his way in the box superbly here. Again, City a bit static. Good stop from the keeper.
Flick was by Swan, and Simon stuck himself in front of the goalkeeper. There couldn't have been a shout there. And I think he's saying you should have shouted.
Yeah, Simons was unsure where his goalkeeper was. And when you're unsure, you can't take chances. Just get it out. But this is more pressure for City to try and soak up.
It's been uncomfortable all night for the City defence with the big men going forward, and inevitably they've piled all the big guns forward for this. Swan joined by Luketti and Butler there. There's Armstrong. Kylie offering himself to Hughes. Header away was by Edgehill. Now Bradbury. This would be the moment to make his mark. It's cleared by Woodward, but Summerby looking to get underneath it. Butler, though, again showing very strength in the air. Summerby. Clearance by Dawes. Dawes, one of the long-term survivors of Bury's great rise. Kincladze. Bullock. Here's Scully. Aiming it towards Lee Bradbury!
Well, that's better from Bradbury, and that's very unlucky. That's better. Coming across the defender. Good ball into the box from Scully. Works the space again on the right foot, curls it in. Bradbury right across the defender, and he just had to hit the target there, and that did his first goal. That's unlucky.
Well, he must have thought then that that was his moment. But that moment still awaits. And he's now approaching 15 hours without a goal in competitive action. Swan gets this one into Johnson, who scored already tonight. John Rose is in the box. It's blocked by Edgehill. And here goes City on the break with Scully. Bradbury and Kincladze in the box. Scully working his way through. And he hit it strongly but wide.
Oh, just for a minute there. I thought that was right in the back of the stanchion. And good play from Scully. He's done well since he's come on. Really, he's got the defender on toast here, inside, outside. And in the end, well, it's well wide, isn't it? Just on the left foot, couldn't get his foot round it. It's not a bad effort.
Good play from Scully, who, as I mentioned, was at Crystal Palace, and also amongst his X-Files. He was at Bournemouth and Cardiff on loan.
It's X-Files. Oh dear.
And the rain starts again. And more discomfort for Manchester City as Richard Edgehill not only gives away a free kick, but gets booked for it as well.
It's a little bit unlucky there, Edgehill. I don't think that's a booking. Still, I'm not going to complain at our referee friends. But that was not booking.
Thought it was too good to be true.
I think he's refed it well. It's been a end-to-end game, isn't it?
Yes, he had some words of caution early on when one or two challenges were flying in, left it late before producing cards. And sensibly handled. 10 minutes to go. Bury in the driving seat. Gray with a free kick. And not one of his better ones, headed away by Brannan. Scully brought to ground by another substitute, Woodward.
Bury have got, I know they're tremendous defence, but they're really going to have to be on their toes, because City are going to take chances now. They're going to push everyone forward. And I think, again, I think they've worked hard, City.
Here's Kinkladze. Is he the man to find the opening? He's had the best chance so far from the spot. He's looking for Bradbury with this cross, but it's beyond him, and it took Butler to deal with it. Here's Summerby. Edgehill looking to keep the pressure on. Summerby. He's done well to get the cross in, and Butler is there.
Just needed somebody to run to the near post there, try and get across Butler. And Summerby's got this knack of tight angles, and yet somehow he gets his right foot round the ball and gets him across. He just needed someone running across the near post, even just to put the defender off.
Deacons was going for it. And Clancy, big crowd ahead of him. Morley to Scully. Away from Hughes. He's won the corner off Gray.
City pushing everyone forward now. Fucking Clancy was going to let fly there. He doesn't like giving the ball away unless he's sure. Scully's a threat on the left.
And it's Scully's corner. Oh, great header! And what a way to make your entrance! It's David Morley who scored it at a vital time for Manchester City.
Well, I just had a feeling it had to come, Rob. Intense pressure and a debut goal for Morley. Towers above the Bury defenders and plants it in the net. Good ball again from Scully. Keeper nowhere. And bang, get in there. And now Bury is backs to the wall. Curling ball from Scully. Morley with a header, downward header. 1-1.
Well, what a goal and what a moment for David Morley, unused substitute in the first couple of games of the season, given his big chance tonight because Ian Brightwell is out ill. And what a shrewd choice of replacement by Frank Clark. And now can City, having been revived by that, go all the way and win it. Morley, his nerves really must be jangling with excitement now.
He's a big lad, isn't he? And he showed the Bury defence earlier that he can leap for the ball. That's why Frank Clark played him. He's such a tall, commanding figure.
Long one for Scully. He's done well, has he, to keep it in? Yes, he has. They were appealing that it had gone out, and in the end, it's given us a goal kick.
He's definitely looked lively on that left-hand side, hasn't he? But this fella on his debut, what a feeling you must have here. Scully's wicked curling cross. Morley gets up first, does it? Even with a hand on his shoulder, Morley got up, and Butler couldn't get near him. Now the City fans really giving it plenty.
Well, Ronnie Jepson is coming on here for Bury, and the man who's been taken off is their goal scorer, David Johnson. Bury maybe thought that his goal would be enough, but they need another from somewhere now if they're to get the victory.
Jepson might just give them some more height in offence and defence.
He's been around a bit as Ronnie Jepson, 34 years of age now, but he's an experienced campaigner. Gray. There is Jepson. Jepson and Edgehill involved in a little bit of a skirmish. Just letting Edgehill know that he's arrived. Kylie must be so disappointed having saved the Kinkladze penalty, and then to see Johnson score, they must have thought that it was another clean defensive record tonight.
They did have one off the line as well, Rob, so I think 1-1's pretty fair at the moment. I'm just thinking, who's going to get the winner? There's another goal to come.
One man who'll be hugely relieved at the equaliser is Kevin Horlock. Maybe that mistake that led to the Johnson goal won't be so costly now.
Oh, it was a howler, there's no doubt about it.
And here he is, Horlock. Scully. Bradbury. Scully again, he's deserved a goal, and he's hit the post!
Oh dear, would you believe it? So much time, the little fella.
And still the pressure on. Somerby the target this time, and he can't get there.
I'll tell you what, Bradbury done well for him there as well, Rob. With Scully, he gave him not a hospital ball, but he gave him a short pass. And Bradbury comes out, he shows, and somehow just gets there before the defender. Does well, Bradbury. But look at this, the time Scully's got now. And he goes for the near post when perhaps he should have gone for the far post. On the right foot, and he's unlucky.
Made his debut in the last game against Charlton as the substitute for Eddie McGoldrick, or in a recent game, and he certainly really grabbed some of the limelight tonight already since his introduction. He's been seriously testing the very fullback. Oh, Gray, who's already been cautioned, really has to watch his step here.
There's no need for that, Michael. When you start flinging your arms about, no need at all.
Kincladze trying to torment him again, and Gray, we've already said he's walking a tightrope, and he's being called here towards Richards with the City fans imploring him to send Andy Gray off. Now, is he going to take a diplomatic decision here, or is he going to produce the second yellow card that would lead to the inevitable red?
I think Gray's lucky here. I think he's lucky there. It's because it's so close after being warned there with the arms flying. Pulling back from behind, he's a lucky man. But that's Kincladze for you. He gets a ball and he wriggles. His ability, shielding the ball, he is such a handful.
And he's a handful from free kicks, and he's poised to take this one, Georgie Kincladze. It is the Georgian, he's lined it up for Somerby.
Yeah, the ball just got a little bit away from Somerby there.
And the crowd tonight, a sellout crowd, 11,216. It's the best crowd here at Gigg Lane since April 1980. And they've certainly enjoyed it. It's been a cracking game.
Tell you what, they've made some noise as well, Rob. We're right above the Bury fans. Really noisy, but now it's the City fans you can hear behind both goals.
And they've had lean times of late, the City supporters, but they're a very loyal band. They turn out regularly at Main Road. They've got a very healthy following on their travels too. Both goals have been at their end because they're packed in behind both goals. Ronnie Jepson for the City throw. Morley. Andy Gray's ball. Somerby. This is Bradbury. This is Somerby. Cleared by Lucchetti. Bury have to get this away anywhere. They're hanging on a bit for the point at the moment. This is Horlock. And here's Kincladze to try his trickery once more.
Tell you what, Horlock was in the box as well, all alone. Kincladze, I'm not sure if he tried the little clip.
Handball given against David Morley. Fitzsimons. And Kincladze just unable to keep it in play.
I tell you what, Rob, man of the match is always difficult. Now, this fella, I'm sick of giving him it, to be honest. He's showed us some sparkle again. And Kylie, I should say, he's been superb. But I'm going to give it a young centre-half who's brought City back into the game. On his debut, well done, son.
David Morley, a night to remember for him. Hughes. Well, Frank Clark can be grateful for the decision that he made today. He can smile now. It's been a nervous night for City. Stan Ternent, I wonder if he thought the points had been sewn up when David Johnson scored that goal. Both goals in the second half. Very pressing for a late winner, and Edgehill pushes that out. A little shove in the back from Peter Swan.
He's a mean-looking customer, isn't he? He's worked hard though. Won a lot of the aerial battles first half, Peter Swan.
We're into stoppage time. Here's Kinkladze. Horlock had been trying to set Brandon away.
Yeah, I think on reflection, perhaps City maybe a little bit unlucky not to get all 3 points, but Bury worked so hard first half. There's not many teams are going to come and win here.
Well, they've got great resolve, and they're hoping that that spirit will help them to consolidate in the First Division this season against the teams with greater spending power. Kinkladze, Gray, Butler, Morley, Edgehill, Summerby. Here's Kinkladze, Morley, number 5, Fitzsimons. It's going to be trying a 1-2 with the referee, but it's broken for Bury, and free kick for the foul on John Rose. On John Rose by Beacons.
Yeah, I think Bury can hold their heads up. Hold them up high. You think the money City have spent, and this fella, well, he's worked miracles.
Well, Horlock has conceded the corner, and he's already got horrible memories of one incident tonight, with a goal from David Johnson. And this could well be Bury's last opportunity to rescue 3 points.
There's a sting in the tail yet.
Jepson's in there. So too is Butler. All the big danger men. And that's a disappointingly wasteful corner from Bury's viewpoint. At such a late stage in the game. May not be over yet. Yes, it is. So Stan Ternent's Bury continue their formidable home record. 29 league games here unbeaten. Shake of the hand there with Frank Clark, relieved to emerge from this game with a point after Bury had taken the lead through David Johnson in the second half. But the hero of the night, David Morley, on his senior debut, only picked because Ian Brightwell was ill, and he turned up with 9 minutes to go to head in the equaliser from a corner. Dean Kiely disappointed to be beaten by that, having earlier saved a penalty from Kinkladze and saved 2 from Beacons in open play. Really, it looked as though that penalty save would be the turning point of the game in Bury's favour. Turned out not to be, though. Kinkladze was the man who won it after Lecchetti and Gray had converged in on him, but Kinkladze unusually saw his spot kick saved by Dean Kiely. Kiely, though, beaten by that late equaliser after Bury had given themselves such real hope there. Johnson capitalising on Horlock's mistake and finishing brilliantly. And the home team will be disappointed to have been undone by a set piece. Morley knocking in the corner for the equaliser. Bury 1, Manchester City 1, the final score here at Gig Lane.
A classic derby encounter, the honours even thanks to our commentators Rob Hawthorne and